every 23rd spring.
What's it doing up there?
For 23 days.
I had a dream.
He was trying to warn all of us that this thing has been around for thousands of years. Nothing has been able to kill it.
It gets to eat.
Turns out you're a twin.
Welcome to day 23.
We thought it was trying to come in, but this frickin' thing was making sure we couldn't get out.
All you kids, get down!
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the range. Tom here, and today we're doing a movie car build. We're taking this 49 Ford COE and turning it into one of the most creepiest, iconic trucks I've ever seen. Threw a little hint at the beginning of the video, so why don't we head on down to the range and let's get started. You know, I've had another one of these castings prior, and I used it for one of my Four Horsemen builds, the dairy delivery, sorry guys, but old time delivery truck. And I just took the bed off of, or the box off of it, and used that. But, you know, I wanted to try to see if I could do this truck, because you know, I've seen all the movies, and I just wanted to see if I'd be able to do it. And, you know, I was happy with the results. A lot of stuff I custom made. Well, not really that much. But, you know, anyway, you know, I couldn't get the decals off all the way off the back half of the truck, but I did my best. You know, sanded it off as much as I could, and then I took some body filler putty, and I just filled in where all the gaps were at, all the little crevices were at, and just kind of, you know, tried to fill it in as best as I could. You know, and, you know, it didn't really take long to do the build. I think the thing that took me the longest was waiting on the body putty to dry, and the milliput that I used a little later on in the video to dry. And you know, the rest of it actually didn't really do too bad. You know, I custom made the front bumper out of an old not an old one, but a Gaslands bumper that I got off of eBay with a bunch of others. And what I did was I just took the closest one I thought that would match up that I could modify. And I just kind of cut it in half and, you know, just added to it. Just took some styrene and trimmed it up and, you know, kind of angled them. And, yeah, and just took some square styrene and made the bars. Because the actual truck bumper actually has square bars instead of round bars. And, you know, originally I was gonna do a lot of some cutting, but I honestly decided to go a different route, and it actually turned out better than I expected it would. And, you know, it was a fun build. It really, really was. And this is my first build after, you know, the Four Horsemen build. You know, it's first build of February, and you know, I was really ready to figure something out. I had to think of something, so I was like, you know, I haven't done a movie car build in a while, so I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do one up. You know, give me some ideas and figure out what I'm gonna do for my next, you know, video build. Because, you know, I still gotta figure out who I'm gonna be picking for this month's giveaway. And I still got a long way to go on that. I got like 2 weeks before I actually start picking people. And, you know, I got a couple of names in mind. And, you know, I want to appreciate some of my new subscribers that subscribe to my channel. I want to say thank you. You know, you guys have boosted me up pretty good, and I appreciate that. So, you know, thanks a lot, guys. It means a lot. Jay, you know, you boosted my channel out there. You know, just showing the donations that I sent for the Pink Slips tournament. You know, it was my pleasure to do it. I was very happy to do it. It's just something I wanted to do to kind of throw in something from me. You know, because whoever the winner may be, they might not have a custom from Caliber 50 Customs. So that, in a way, that's kind of why I donated what I did. So, you know, whoever wins the tournament, no matter what, they're going to end up with a nice custom from me. So I wish everybody that's participating in the Pink Slips tournament, wish them all the best. I hope I get a custom out of it. Hope my car comes up, you know, doing better than I'm expecting. I really did like that 66 Pontiac GTO. You know, luckily enough, I got 2 more castings. If I want to decide to make another one, I can. So, if somebody wins my GTO, congratulations. Now, what I'm doing is, and this is not how the ending of it went. I wanted to make the fenders bigger on the front, and, you know, because it didn't really fit the actual style of the actual truck with the fenders it had on it. I'm using the milliput to fill in the deeper gaps on the back of the box, and I ended up taking where the grill and stuff was at. I was going to fill it in with milliput, but I decided to change my mind. I took it all out, and I ended up using the actual grill to put inside of there. I just kind of blacked it out, and that's all I really did. And I was really happy with the way it turned out. It's just when I clear coated it, matte clear, kind of looked like it darkened up the paint a little bit. But hey, that's alright. It still looks pretty cool. And, you know, I had to go and look at a lot of the pictures, because there's different pictures of this truck. You know, they had this little over the cab thing that the box actually was like molded over the cab, like it was part of it instead of separate. So I had to make something to go to pretty much cover up the gaps and everything, and, you know, make it to where it'll smooth out on it. And, you know, luckily enough, it did. It really turned out amazing. I was really happy with the end results of this, because, you know, I've been wanting to make this truck for quite some time now, and it's just I didn't know if I could find the casting from it, because originally the actual truck is made from a 41 Chevrolet COE, and this is a 49 Ford. So in a way, the years ain't too far off, and that's kind of why I modified the fenders a little bit to kind of try to give it more of that look. And, you know, it worked for the most part, you know, and not every car that I do movie-wise is going to be perfect. Like my Bumblebee car I did back, I don't remember when. It's the same car. Well, it's a different year Camaro, but it looks pretty much like the Bumblebee Camaro. And I don't always get the actual years that, you know, I'm looking for. So I try to get close enough to this year. You know, the style, the look of it, you know, just to go from there. You know, I know a lot of people know where to get certain customs and stuff like that, because I've been looking for the 64 Impala from the Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke movie, because I'm going to be doing the Love Machine video later on down the road. Don't know when. And I'd like to thank Ron over at Somo Diecast. Appreciate it, buddy. thank you for the casting. You know, I really appreciated it. And, you know, he sent me a couple Humvees, and, you know, I love Humvees. So I'm kind of working some ideas and, you know, going through, seeing what I'm going to do. And, you know, I got these construction castings. I might even restore them and just make them brand new looking. You know, I don't know yet. I still got some ideas I just got to figure out. I'm still working on my large diorama. And, you know, I'm wanting to get it done too. So, but, you know, I'm working on it. It's coming along nicely. Just, you know, this truck turned out a lot better than I was expecting it was going to. You know, I filled in a lot of the cracks and crevices. You know, it's got a little bit of wear and tear look on it, which is a good thing. You know, a little bit of rust. So I was really happy with the turnout, because it looks like an old beat up truck. And like I said before, if you guys haven't seen the movie, you should, because, you know, it's a creepy movie the first time you see it, but after that you're like, man, it's not that bad of a movie. It's really not. You know, and what I did was I started off the paint with a Laguna blue mixture. And what I mean by mixture is I put some oblique white into it. You know, made it a little lighter than the actual blue itself. Because in some of the pictures I was looking at, the truck has blue in it. Little bits of blue here and there, you know, kind of around some rustic spots. And so what I did was I just kind of originally just went over it with the blue, you know, and then I took this black brown rust color and just went over that, you know, left some spots on it where it was blue and just left those in there, and kind of, you know, tried to give it that mean, like the actual look in the movie. It was a little brighter, but, you know, I did the best I could, and, you know, I did try my hardest to, you know, it's pretty much the same outlook. The paint might not be the same, but it looks pretty much like the truck. So I was really happy with it. The big thing was just making sure it looked like the truck. And that was my biggest goal. And, you know, I'm still learning with these rust paints for the airbrushing. And, you know, I'm still learning on them. But, you know, I gotta admit, I'm not doing too bad. You know, I don't know what my next build's gonna be, so you just have to stay tuned and find that out when I upload my next video. Because, you know, I got a lot of things I want to do. I got a little mini truck build that I want to do. I got, you know, a Honda Civic build I want to do. You know, I want to try to make turning wheels on it. I just want to attempt different things with each video. I don't want to keep doing the same thing with every video. You know, and that's what I try to do. I try to spice it up a little bit, change it up a bit, and, you know, just kind of try to, you know, keep you guys interested, honestly. You know, here's what it looks like after I got done. Even with the weathering, I, you know, just kind of throw some rust here and there, you know, just to give it that beat up look. And, you know, I did the same thing with the bumper and, you know, around the tires and stuff. And, you know, I really like how it turned out. Because, you know, I try to do right by the videos, the movies, the pictures, whatever I can to actually, you know, do this. And what I did was I took wheels off of an old hauler that had a dualies in the back, and I only used the outside wheel for the back tires. I did not use the entire wheel. You know, this is what we started off with. Nice little casting. I'm using these wheels for probably another build later on, probably some kind of drag race build, I don't know. I might even try to build a dune buggy from scratch and just go from there. You know, like I said, you guys haven't watched the movies, you should check it out. Start from the first one. But without further ado, here's the final results.
Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those eyes?
Gosh, y'all get up. How'd they get so lit up? Gosh, y'all get up. How'd they get that size?
Golly gee,
When you turn those heaters on,
woe is me.
got to put my cheaters on.
Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
Oh, those people.
How they hypnotize.
And I'll see you next time at the range.
La 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 la.